Hello and welcome to another episode of Present Arms on Linux. It's me Ali. Hiya. Okay, today we're looking at another Big Daddy Linux challenge, and this week it is Neptune Plasma 5, and I'm just going to have a quick overview of this. This is my first time. I've not touched anything yet. Anyway, and see I made the usual virtual box that I do for all my Linux installs. 4GB of RAM, 128 meg on the video memory there, 18GB hard disk, 2 core processors, etc. So without further ado, let's start the VM. Okay, we have some options here. We have Neptune Live English, we have Safe Mode in English, we also have it in German, and another live mode in German, probably safe mode there, and other languages. And we have a low memory mode as well. Anyway, we'll just boot straight into the live version. Okay, this does seem to be a bit Ubuntu based, I could be wrong. That screen usually reminds me of Ubuntu startups. Ubuntu. So, and this is the same as booting off a USB key, CD-ROM, DVD-ROM rather. So okay. Now quite a funky little screen there for its booting. I assume this is the Plymouth screen that you see. Boom boom boom. Oh, means we got a sound. As you probably heard. Boom boom boom. Alright, let's see what's happening now. Okay, we have got a black screen at the minute. But the CD-ROM icon you can see down at the bottom of the status bar, the virtual machine was flashing and still is. So it's still loading up stuff. Let's see what happens. And we are at the Plasma desktop. I don't know if there's any virtual guests installed, the virtual guest editions. So let's make that big, and they are installed. Very cool. Okay, we will go straight to the install then. Are we on single click? We are on single click. Very cool. We'll just wait for the bouncing cursor to stop and see if we get an install screen. And we wait. We can wait a little while it's deciding to load. And here we go. We have the Calamaris installer. Okay, so welcome to the installer. I don't know if I can actually change that to British United Kingdom from here. I can, and I have done. So it's bringing up London for my, bringing up Chicago for my thingy, but I'm actually in the GMT time zone. So we'll click next. It has selected the correct keyboard for me, and I can check that by doing some simple tests. Yep, that's fine. I do want to erase this, or I can manually partition, and it is going to be in the SDA there. What else we got? We got bootloader on the boot record of SDA, which is exactly where I want it. There are no other operating systems on this disk, so there's no reason to put it on a partition. And it's going to use all of the drive as an ext4, no swap, as it may use a swap file rather than a swap partition. So anyway, it's now asking me for my name. Well, let's do my usual here. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, and my usual. Asking me to log in automatically. No, thank you. Use same password. But you have any count? Yep, that'll be the pseudo one. And it's giving me the overview. And I will click install. For those playing along at home, you can freeze frame to see what it's actually giving you. Okay, it's going to take a few seconds, this is, so I'll be back once the install has finished. So, see you on the other side. And welcome back, and we're now at the part of the install where it's asking me to restart. So I'll make sure the box is ticked there where it says restart now, and I click done. So just wait for the VM, and let's see if it actually boots up to the live image, or whether I have to, no, I have to remove it myself. So bear with me just a second. I'll just close the VM. And to do that, we need to go to the settings, storage, we click on there, and we remove disk from the virtual drive, click OK, and then we'll restart the VM. If I can, I'll set in OS at boot, and we will boot it. We won't let it do its, what seems to be a 10-second countdown or 5-second countdown. Okay, let's see how long this will take to get to the plasma desktop. Okay, oops, let's log in here. Okay, it wasn't the plasma screen as I thought before, it was actually the splash screen for plasma that I saw before. Okay, fair enough. There was startup tune this, and the audio has been done. Well, 3 notes. Okay, we have the plasma desktop, and the top is pretty basic at the thingy, just 2 icons on the desktop, one discover, which is a software menu for you download aficionados there. It is a storefront, if you like. We've got Dolphin, which is the file manager, we'll be looking at that later. And down here we have the Excalibur menu, which is interesting. We have 4 virtual desktops. We have the Chromium browser and Thunderbird on the bottom. Under the status notifications, we have the battery monitor. We have updates, it's telling me it's up to date. We have printers, KDE Connect, device notifier and clipboard. We have obviously our speaker icon there. Our vaults, create encrypted vaults, very cool, and networks. Okay, let's see what else we have to play with. Now, so it's Excalibur start menu with our logout, reboot and shutdown at the bottom here. And this is our favourites bar, or every bar, probably even a recent bar, I'm not quite sure, but yep. Okay, we'll do these in issue. Okay, we have LibreOffice, Calc, Draw, Impress, Math, and the base there, and the LibreOffice Writer, and let's see which version. Quite liking the splash screen actually, it's quite a nice splash screen to LibreOffice. And we're on 61.3.1, which is very cool. Or was that 6.1? One of the two. I probably read it wrong, which I do sometimes. Also on the under the Office menu here, we have Ocular, which is our PDF viewer, and we have read text. Read text I'm not quite sure about, so let's bring up read text. And we can do, it seems to be just a text editor for Qt, and it is, but it's just Markdown. Okay, you can use it as a mini IDE as well as it as a Markdown language, which is cool. Okay. Under utilities, we have the image ISO writer, we have the lasso dock, which is a little dock you can put on the screen to show you clocks and different kinds of functionality. We have Arc, which is our archiver program for your .gz files, your tar files, zip files, etc. We have Kate, which is another notepad, or rather it's actually a full-fledged IDE. It does really nice. Kate is really nice as a text editor. We have KCalc, which is our calculator. We have KFind. KFind is the search tool for the desktop. We have KWrite, which is yet another, which is one I prefer actually. I prefer KWrite to Kate because it's just less for me. But there you go. Which is another text editor. Anyway, and Spectacle, which is our screenshot utility. And actually I'm going to load up KWrite, as you can see, and I can do help and about 18.08. And while I'm here, I can see that some it doesn't actually say. Okay, that's not a problem. Well, we have some shadowing under the applications here. Okay, in the settings you have the Grub Customizer. This allows you to customize different parts of Grub, themes and boot order and so on. Be very careful with that. You can really mess up your booting with that. We got OpenGDK Java policy tool. We have the system settings. System settings will be the plasma version, yep, look and feel, displays, etc. Which is all cool. And it even gives you the system administration down the bottom there. Never noticed that before, but you can see what's been loaded, unloaded, etc. Or what's been loaded up by default. Makes me shudder when I see that screen, I've got to admit. We'll be playing with that later to see what different things we can do with it. Also on settings we have the disk manager, which is probably the KDE version of disk manager. We'll have a look. Because both KDE, GNOME and Gparted, it's asking me for my password, which I will duly give. And rightly so, you can't really go around messing with your disk partitions. And it looks like I'm playing the waiting game. And there we go, you can see we've used 6.8 gigabytes of disk space for the install. So now we know how large the install is. I'm not quite sure whether you can edit from here. Yeah, I won't be messing about with that. And of course there's the information there. Volume, size and so on. There we go. Okay, what else? Under settings, whoops, we have the IST web control panel and we have printer settings. Let's see what the IST web is. We go down here. This is a control panel for setting deployment properties. No option take place to implemented. Use of GREs is limited to OpenSK. Okay, cool. So you can set your cache and certificates and all that kind of stuff for the Java virtual machine. Okay, let's cancel out of that. It's quite interesting actually. Anyway, graphics. We have GIMP. The latest GIMP I believe is 2.10.8, 2.10.8. So it'll be interesting to see what version they're using here. But it's interesting they're using that kind of UI. So 2.8.18, so it's another version of GIMP. But then again, I haven't updated this. There may be in the updates, you see. The rest of it, I get up to 2.10 on that. We have Glenview, which is our Glenview is our picture viewer, I believe. Yep, it is. It is a picture viewer indeed, photo viewer. For your photo docs. I sometimes forget some of the. We got image magic as well. We have Inkscape for our vector graphics. Have I got vector right or is it just right? But we'll bring up Inkscape anyway. Well, besides that, and we'll go open about Inkscape. Draw freely. Yep. There's our license here, and it's Inkscape version 0.92.1 release 15371 for those playing along at home. And it looks like you may be able to actually change the splash. Cool. Okay, that's Inkscape. So for all the programs I've been loading, albeit slow, I do find this a bit sluggish, I don't know why. We have the colour chooser, which is our colour choosing blotter pen, where we can just choose colours off screen and wherever to use colours. We have LibreOffice Draw, Ocular, we have, which is our PDF viewer, which I mentioned earlier on. Way up, rest of the games. And we have Scanlight, which is our scanning utility, which is quite cool. Under Internet, we have Conqueror, which is both a web browser and a file browser. We have Conversation. I believe that's for IRC. It is indeed. It goes to Freenome and it goes to channels.conversation. So it goes to its own channel if you wish to connect to that. I'll just make sure this hasn't placed itself as KD apps. Do you like to place themselves in the sys tray there? Okay. Also under Internet we have the Thunderbird Mail. We have XLM VNC, which is a VNC viewer, which is remote desktop. We have the Chromium web browser, which is also down in the quick start menu down here. Let's see if we can get a version out of it. And it goes straight to the Neptune web page, which is rather cool. And about Chromium. Okay, version 70.0.35, built on Debian 9.5. As this is built on Debian Stable, I believe. So yeah, very cool. And we have the K network mounter. That's for your SMB and NFS file systems that you wish to mount externally. Okay, multimedia. We have Amrock. Amrock is a music player. For the Plasma desktop. Music player should do, let me just cancel that bit out. So I've got security updates available down here. It took its time hunting for it, but there you go. Did I just quit it by hitting cancel? I may have done. So let me get Amrock back up. Oh, Amrock is there. Oh, there we go. Tracks played, playlist. Yep, we have internet radio and so on and so forth. Of course, you got an analyze on lyrics. Yep, you can bring up the lyrics to tunes that you're listening to sing along. It drags them from some lyric database, which I'm unsure of at the moment. So that's Amarok, and Amarok always puts itself in the tray there. So we'll quit Amarok. Also under multimedia we have Audio, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that. Anyway, it's a lightweight digital workstation, as you can see. I'll just go through this. In fact, I'll just click the session. I don't really need it all up, I don't think. Unless I can bring it up without that. Cancel that. Just a new session, alright. Just to bring up, okay. Start, blah blah. And there we go. It's got IO errors, but this is a door, a little door, DAW, which is quite cool. And let's see if I can get it to close. If not, I will force quit it. Okay, it is upset over something. Okay, see my control and escape work for that. It does. Let's click on there and we will end the process. Yes please, end. There we go. And that's that dead. I probably missed something, I know, but you know, don't want to be really messing about with what was happening there. We have Chaos mode. No idea. And it closed on, oh dear. Let me try and restart it then from there. No, Chaos mode is not playing friendly in a virtual machine. So I'll have to skip that. I have no idea what that is, to be honest. I've not heard of it. I'm sure somebody in the comments will say, hey, what am I? Okay, we have Kden Live out the box. Okay, now we're talking. Video editing suite. One of the best on Linux. And we have the light theme kicking off. But it all seems to be here. Interesting icon set as well. Let's have about Kden Live here. And it's 6.1.0, but it's 18.08.2 for the version of Kden Live. An excellent video editor. Oh, what else do we have? It is quite packed here, with Audacity of course, Pulse Audio Control. We have Audacity, which is a audio editor, par excellence by the way. We'll do Help About, which is at the bottom as it always is, 2.1.2. So it's quite a recent version of Audacity. Yep, not bad at all. Can I change the pulse? No, it can't. Which is quite strange. It's defaulting to line. And yeah, okay, that's fine. What else do we have here? We have encode for encoding files, of course, and we can record FFmpeg. It's most likely like a screen viewer. Here it is. It's a screencast or a screen viewer recorder, whatever. Allows you to record whatever's on the screen. I'm just seeing if there is an about here, and there is. Version 1.8.5 for those playing on home, and you can get the code from GitHub, a little address there for it. And it tells you what kind of recording stuff. You can record your webcam. But I'm using Voco Screen, which is a very similar piece of software at the moment. Other people like to use Simple Screen Recorder. I just like Voco Screen. It's just one click, it hides itself out the way. It's quite nice for me. I'm used to it and it is what I use. And we're back down to multimedia. We've got encoder sig, jack control, which controls your jack inputs. You can patch into different bays and redirect your sound all over the place. Very, very nice tool that. We have VLC. VLC is the venerable player on Linux, and we'll go to the about here. And it's on Venturi 3.0.3, which is a 0.01 behind, but that's fine. Nothing wrong in that whatsoever. And we have XJDO, which seems to be yet another video player. Okay, so we have more than one video player. Take a pick and use it. And we have yet another video. I'm just guessing. Yeah, it's a video downloader for YouTube and so on and so forth. You get the idea. And this is yet another video YouTube downloader. Okay, it was the two that was thrown off. I knew the do was downloading. Okay, based on Clive and FFmpeg. Okay, very cool. Okay, I think that concludes the multimedia. Onto the games. We have GNU Doku. I assume that's Sudoku. We have Breakout, K-Breakout, K-Mahjong and K-Mines, which are of the basic KDE ones. We have in the system here, we have Image Writer, we have the Partition Manager, which we've looked at before, I think. We did this, may not. We got Back in Time for our backup tools. We have Discover, which is the storefront in, which we'll look at in a sec. We've got Dolphin, Glove Customizer, the Info Center. It will tell us what kind of KDE plasma we're running. We're running 5.12.7, it's in the web page. And using Qt version 5.7.1. Also using kernel 4.18, that will save you get up. Bring up its memory manager here. Total physical memory is 4 gig. Total swap there. Cache and buffers using about 1.5 gig according to this at idle, which seems to be a bit strong, but maybe I'm reading that wrong because it's adding everything together. One thing I haven't seen on here yet is console, isn't that strange? Anyway, also on the system, yeah, console's here, just on that, so we will do that. Let's see if HTOP is installed, and HTOP is installed, and we're using 642 megabytes of RAM at the moment, with absolutely nothing else on the desktop. That seems a bit heavy for me, I'm not quite sure. If you right click on the maximise button, I should get a width. Yep. I'll click mem here, see what's using most of it up. And the plasma shell is using most of the memory up. Okay. Yep, close the window. Thank you for asking me anyway. Also on the system we've got KSysGuard. KSysGuard is our other resource monitor. Now you can check your system loads. If I let that go down, yeah, still saying I'm using 600 meg there, 0.60 gigabytes. So HTOP and the system monitor seems to be tallying. Very cool. I don't often find that where a GUI processor. Right, we've got K-Wallet to keep all your nice keys and wallet manager. For your password management, we have the Muon package manager as well as the Discover package manager. Muon's a bit like Synaptic. Yep. But you can do your updating and so on. You can also search for packages as like what wasn't it? Yeah, let's try that. OBS. Yeah, OBS Studio is there. So you can install that, you can download it for installation. I'm not going to do that on a live machine, but yeah, that's it. Of course we got to Discover, which is a storefront end, so you may find it there as well. Also on the system, we have console, which we have looked at briefly. We have Uquake, which is a drop-down terminal. We have ZillowCrypt for encrypting your partition files. We have a disk manager again, and we have HTOP at the bottom, which I should have scrolled out to the bottom very soon. Let's have a look at the KDE Partition Manager, as it seems to be different from this. So Oh yes, it really is. Okay, this is where we can change our start partitions at will. I will not be doing that today. Okay, and last but not least are the logout and shutdown and so on. So let's go back to settings and system settings. Let's see what themes are about. Okay, so we look at the workspace themes. At the moment we've got Neptune Classic, but we also have Neptune Dark. Let's have a look and see how that goes. It's quite nice, changes everything. We also have Neptune Black. So let's apply that. Okay, and we have Neptune Blue X. Maybe I should get Dolphin up. Dolphin is the default badge here. We've got some, oops, then move that from there, move that over. Okay, got some transparency there on one but not on the other, that's strange. Anyway, Dolphin Blue, well I'll apply that, oh we already have I think. Okay, oh I see, yeah, Dolphin Blue is very. Look at Dolphin Black, which is the one we were just on. Neptune, definitely dark, and we got Untitled, well United, which looks a bit like a Unity thing, and it is except the icons are on the wrong side for it to be a Unity based theme, but there we go. Icons on the left and Unity not on the right, as here. Okay, oops, double clicking, obviously. Okay, we'll go back to the Neptune normal for the moment. Which is the look and feel here. We've got desktop theme, which is what we're just looking at. Breeze dark, Unity ambience and so on. We have the cursor theme, which is set to breeze, but we have to see black. And we've got a choice of splash screens. They're using the Neptune, but you can change your splash screens here. That looks quite funky for a splash screen. Can you? No, you can't. You cannot do a KDE 3 thing. I did not know that. In KDE 3 and Trinity, you can actually see the splash screen, but just by clicking the button, but it looks like that is not to be the case. So anyway, let's go back and see what icons we have here. Well, we're using the breeze as we know. We've got breeze dark as well. Well, we have Forza, oxygen theme, of course. The default no theme and the old waiter theme, which we do not really want. But friends dark, friends inverse. Okay. Which we can apply there. Change our icons. Yeah, interestingly, the icons haven't changed in. Let me open that. They've changed now. Okay, cool. Well, we'll go back to Breeze, just because Breeze is quite a nice theme anyway. Okay, I'll just throw that out the way. Alright, we've got application style, which is our style. Of course, we've got Breeze, Carbon Fusion, MS9X and Qt Curve. That can change how things look. Windows here, Breeze and Carbon. Carbon isn't too bad. I'll use that just for a minute. Why not? Window decorations, of course, we can change ambience, breeze light, change the top decoration, which is this part here. And we can change the GTK styles here. I won't go too heavily into that. Okay, that's basically it for the I mean, there's a lot more stuff obviously in the manager here that we can manage, but I'm not going to go through it all. See what wallpapers we have. We right click the screen, we configure desktop, and by looks we have a few wallpapers to choose from. Very cool. Just going down a bit. Okay, most of these are the usual affair, but have this one here, apply, which is rather dark. That's quite nice. What else? I'm just seeing if it seems to be another Neptune one. It is indeed. Of course, we've got the normal plasma wallpapers as well. But it says to come with a fair few wallpapers, which is very nice. I really like that. I like my big cats. Hello, darling. How are you? Oh, blue eyes on that. That's a gorgeous photo. To me, anyway. You lot may see it different, but that is gorgeous. Ooh, snow leopard. Very nice. Well, anyway, that about wraps things up for me. I've actually enjoyed this. Not bad, it runs a bit slow on my VM. It may be my machine, not too sure. I don't know, Plasma isn't usually that slow on my machine, to be fair. It takes its time getting to boot and so on, but you know, it's not bad, it's doing its job. It does come with guest edition pre-installed, which helped a lot. Yeah, but I have NVIDIA drivers, it needs its xorg.conf, which stops me having that for my ISO, but never mind. But what do I think of this? Yeah, the install went fine, no problem at all. Didn't take that long really. I went and made a cup of coffee, come back and it was done, all ready to go. Which is why the delay between the two snapshots. If you have a look at my system clock of when doing it, when I paused it and unpaused, that was my fault and not the OS's. It only took about 10 minutes, I guess, if that. What else to say about it? It's quite a nice looking distro. It is Plasma, it is highly configurable, therefore you can make it your own. The tools are there. The one thing I haven't looked at though is Discover. So I will click on Discover. As you can see, it's the KDE front end to a shop, if you will, where Blender and so on. So let's see if OBS is available. So we've got 89. OBS for streaming recording software. You can install it from here. So that's very cool. But that's basically the front end where you can have little screenshots and so on. I understand it's downloading the screenshots. My internet is very slow, so I won't be doing that. But being as we're in Discover, I will show that it was there. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you like it, thumbs up. If you don't like it, thumbs down. Either way is good. Leave your comments below. And I would like to thank Michael Swanson and Red Robbo Workshop for Patreons. They are very brilliant dudes. So also shout out to Silent Robot as well for the mic stand that I'm using. Very cool. Red Robot actually donated me a microphone. Very generous guy. Happy days. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful Sunday, or whichever day you wish to visit this video. I hope it is a good one for you, and I will see you soon. Cheerio and goodbye for now.